everything is easy to make and everything is home cooked. You've heard of Ladies Night Out, but this is Ladies Night Outside. It's gonna be so much fun. Two of my favorite girls are here. Hi girls. We're gonna set up camp. You got chairs, we got campfire going, we're gonna have dinner, and then we're gonna have some karaoke, because why not? We'll be making everything from a warm quinoa corn chowder with shrimp to fireside andouille sausage and pepper pouches and toasted mozzarella caprese kebabs. We're also taking s'mores to the next level with my s'mores bar. And you gotta have a cocktail on Ladies Night or Mandy won't come over. So I'll be making porch punch, a refreshing lemon tea cocktail. The girls are already outside setting up the campfire, and I'm gonna get started on dessert. This is gonna be the ultimate version of a s'more, but it actually is gonna be a bar, so kind of more like a blondie with attitude. Kind of like me. I've added a cup of whole wheat flour to a cup and a quarter of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and a teaspoon of salt. And that is going to be the base for these wonderful s'mores. Then I'm going to cream together a stick of butter and a cup of dark brown sugar. The dark brown sugar gives it a really rich taste. While that's creaming together, I've got 14 graham crackers here that I'm just going to bang up a little bit. I don't want to make them too small, but I'm going to put them in the batter, so I want to have those nice tastes of graham cracker in every bite. I'm just going to take a rolling pin, put them in a sealable plastic bag, and I'm just going to break them up. And my butter and sugar are creamed and ready to go. So to this, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of honey, 3 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then I'm going to add my flour a little bit at a time. We have a lot of campfires at our house, and it's just really fun to get together around a fire. If it's a little bit cool outside, it's perfect. And we tell stories and we laugh. I usually cook, and then somebody usually sings, but that's just at my house. And that's all it needs. It's gonna be so nice. All right, I'm gonna take my bowl, and I'm gonna fold in the rest of the ingredients. The first thing I'm gonna add is 3 cups of mini marshmallows. That's all of these marshmallows. It's a lot of marshmallows, but it's a s'more, it's a campfire, gotta have marshmallows, right? I'm gonna fold those in. I'm also gonna add a cup of dark chocolate chips. This is a really sweet dessert, so I like how the dark chocolate kind of balances that out a little bit. So I'm gonna add a cup of those, about half of this jar. I'm gonna save the rest of these for the top. And then these are caramel bits, and I gotta tell you that I experimented with the caramel candy that comes individually wrapped, which I love, but cutting those little suckers up into 50 million little pieces, I didn't love that. So I found these caramel bits, and they are really yummy, and they melt really easily. The last thing I'm gonna add are half of my graham crackers, and I'm gonna save the rest to put on top. Perfect. And then I'm just gonna give this a stir. And it takes a manly stir, because it's a lot of stuff. You could do this in the mixer, but I like to fold it in by hand just because it makes sure that everything stays in one piece. You don't get crunched up marshmallows and cracked up chocolate chips. All right, now, I'm gonna get this loveliness off into a pan, and I've got a 1/4 sheet pan here that I've sprayed with cooking spray, covered with parchment, and sprayed again. And I've let the edges of the parchment lip over the sides because I want this to be easy to get out of the pan. Because you can imagine that this could be a sticky mess if you're not careful. Now I'm just gonna get it out onto the pan and then spread it out a little bit so it gets into all the corners of the pan. That looks so good. Yeah, that's gonna work. All right. Take your spatula and use all your strength and press this goodness into the corners of the pan and just get it into an even layer. That looks great. So I'm just gonna take these graham crackers and sprinkle them across the top. You can just crunch them up in your hand if they seem too big. And my chocolate chips. Or this is a s'more with an attitude. Give me some more attitude right here. I'm gonna put this in the oven at 350 for 25 minutes. Then I'm gonna take it out and put some more mini marshmallows on top. I wonder how the girls are doing out there. I do have to say one of the things that I love most about a campfire when the guys are here is that they actually will build the fire. And I don't know about Mandy and Beth. I don't know what their skills are. I know I do not have those skills. So we'll see what happens. The next thing I'm gonna make is an andouille pepper pouch. And this is a really great thing to have at a campfire because you can put it all wrapped up in foil, put it right on the campfire, and it cooks. You could also do this in your oven if you're not having a campfire, but this would be a fun thing to have while we're out there hanging out. I'm starting with some some andouille sausage, which is a smoky pork sausage, and I love it because it's already cooked, so you don't have to worry about that at all. And it's going to add great flavor to the vegetables that we're going to also put in this pouch. So I'm chopping up 4 of these pieces for us, and I've got 2 red onions that I've sliced, and I'm going to chop up some beautiful orange, red, and yellow peppers and some small potatoes to put in our pouch. We're going to finish it off with some oregano and some garlic and some olive oil to give it a great toss, and then I'm going to build the pouches. I'm just going to slice everything about the same size so that it cooks evenly in the pouch, and that's really the key to this dish, is that everything will kind of cook in the same amount of time because it's sliced at the same thickness. Okay, this is going in. Now I'm going to start with peppers, and I'm using a mix of different colors just because it's pretty. Orange peppers, yellow peppers, red peppers, and some small potatoes. I love the flavor of garlic. About a 1/4 cup olive oil, salt, pepper. Give this a toss. For a girly campfire, the food can be pretty. So I've just got 4 pieces of heavy-duty aluminum foil here, and I'm just going to divide this up into 4 packets. Let everybody get a little bit of everything. The last thing I'm going to add is my stem of oregano. This fresh oregano is so strong and wonderful. Now, I want to seal this foil up really tightly so that it can steam in the package. So I just take a big piece of foil and I fold it over a few times to make sure that it's completely sealed. I'm going to give it a little bit of room at the top to breathe, to steam inside the packet, and then I'm going to fold the ends in. Really, you just want to make sure that it's completely sealed. And because I'm going to cook this on a campfire, it's going to be hot. I'm going to take it off with tongs. I'm going to give myself a little handle right here. So when I get ready to take it off the fire, I just lift it up like that. So I'm going to finish making up these packets, see how the girls are doing outside, and then I'm going to work on this corn chowder that is amazing.